Oh, hello, you wonderful, beautiful people. It's a very exciting night tonight. I won't waste too much time, but this chapter of The Burden of Kings is swiftly coming to a close. Now, if you're unfamiliar with kind of the way we do things, the way we've been doing things lately, we'll play a chronicle for a little while, and then once viewership tends to drop off a little bit or people tend to lose interest, we'll end the chapter, put it on the shelf for a while, and we will come back to The Burden of Kings at a later point. But for now, tonight is looking like it's going to be the end of Chapter 1 of The Burden of Kings. Without further ado, previously on Werewolf the Apocalypse, The Dark Ages, The Burden of Kings, --, you guys discovered through talking with Lambertus, one of the archers of the city of York, that there was a great pogrom that happened among the humans when the Jews of York's population were persecuted as a low-key way to square away some of their debts. And Lambertus thinks that this might have created enough of an impression in the spiritual world to give the worm a place to breed, and this, in fact, may be the source of the corruption that plagues York so desperately. So, with that in mind, Clifford's Tower, the place where the massacre took place, is your first objective. Or at least, the umbra thereof. So, Pack, the scene is yours. What would you like to do?
Well, we're gonna ride up and wreck shit, basically.
Oh yeah, do we even have a choice here?
I mean, you absolutely have a choice.
Go back. As you know, as people, we do have a choice, but I think morally, we have an obligation to do something.
How's it going, Yusuf? Baby Cakes 2317. How you doing, Sarah? That's my sister.
Oh, I was like baby cakes.
Excitement died.
Whom I will be referring to as Sarah because I have no interest in calling my sister Baby Cakes.
You're from the South.
I'm not that far south. Mazzy, how you doing? All right.
Don't we have to be right back, though, guys? One sec, hold on.
That's okay. Adam is Adam is secondary to this chronicle.
So you can continue on. I'll be back momentarily.
I don't like that that implication because that means you guys aren't all equal, and God knows I try to make you as equal as possible. Huh?
Let's be real here. We're not.
Yeah.
That sounds all well and gay, but we're not.
That's idealistic. Some people are just better than others.
To quote Animal Farm, some of us are more equal than others. But yeah, I'm assuming we're pretty much strolling up there right out of the land of the dead with claves and legendary books in hand.
All right. So, as I stated previously, this is probably going to require a jump to the Umbra. The worm, while it can nest in the physical world, you're not going to really see its true face here.
Yeah, I think the plan was to get to where the whole event happened and then use a pool of water or a mirror to jump into the Umbra.
Okay, not a problem. So you roll up to Clifford's Tower in York Castle, and at this point the structure is still made of wood. It's not going to be rebuilt in stone until the 1300s. So there's this very, very large wooden tower, and you can see that quite a bit of it is quite new. It doesn't have the ravages of time that some of the old Motte and Baileys that dot the landscape would have. Obviously, it's been rebuilt lately. It towers above you, a testament of strength, and perhaps a tombstone in its own right.
Well, I'm going to look to my siblings and kind of make sure if they're ready for me to initiate the jump.
How's it going, Sam?
Well, we ask, and how? Or Lucius, are you ready?
Yes, I don't feel I am unready.
Elizabeth, are you ready? Just kidding, I don't care. Let's go.
Push her in first.
All right.
So what do we have to roll in order to sidestep again?
I do believe you roll Gnosis difficulty dependent on the area. However, I am willing to forego the roll since one, we're limited on time, and two, narrative importance. However, I would like to stress.
Stuck in the gauntlet.
Well, I got 6 successes for us to cross.
I think you would have to each roll individually.
Oh,
However,
okay.
I do want to stress this is a big, momentous occasion for the pack. This is your first crossing into the Umbra. This is the first time that you have really stepped across the threshold to your other half, being spirits of both the physical realm and, well, the spirit world. How does that affect you, if at all? Or is it just kind of, we got a job to do, guess I'm going to spirit world?
Well, if we weren't on a time frame, I would come up with something. But we're going to the spirit world.
Yeah, my character doesn't see any. This is just what he has to do now.
You also don't see red.
I also don't see red.
I guess for Leander, it's kind of a moment of some sort of completion and sense of power, as this is something he has more control over than having books thrown at him and being called useless for not being a physical fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. You slowly slide into your groove, into your place in the world of the Garou. And as you look at your reflection, what do you use to reflect, by the way? How you doing, Thoth?
I'm gonna assume that my fetish has like brass embellishments that are shined well enough that they reflect.
I like it. So as you and your brothers, your vision converges on the brass embellishment, the whole world just seems to fade slightly, and at the same time grow more vibrant. And you, Leander, feel a sense of completion, a sense of wholeness as you cross the gauntlet for the first time. You look up from the brass embellishment, and the world around you is vastly different. There's this airy, ghostly quality to everything. It seems to shimmer and have these very, very slight after effects behind it. You look around, and the area is still very much mostly open wilderness and trees. A few of the most important buildings in York do crop up through the canopy, covered in these very, very thick, almost metallic-looking spider webs, and these massive spiders are scaling up and down the lengths and breadths of the different building that have managed to make a reflection here. But not Clifford's Tower. Clifford's Tower looks entirely different. As you look upon it, it is this stark, dark monolith that extends into a roiling sky. It crackles with a sort of green, unclean energy at its very apex, and the soil underneath your feet just feels dirty in a way that you can't describe as anything other than an ethereal wrongness. The door to Clifford's Tower lies cracked and broken before you, darkness beyond the threshold, and at the very edge of your periphery, it smells, it reeks like an open, infected wound.
Cool.
Well, siblings.
Disgusting.
I'm extremely well versed in the Umbra, but that doesn't look right.
This is gross, but not as bad as the actual York, I guess.
Well, who's stepping in first?
I'll step in first.
Leander will ever be the second.
I will follow behind them and drag Elizabeth.
Oh shit, we forgot Elizabeth.
I'm assuming one of you guys threw her in the backpack or something after the cat ran off.
It's the same sack that Father brought Lucius in.
Well, I like to imagine Lucius in like what's it called? In just big wolf form, kind of dragging her. She's just kind of surly sitting like this. Just dragging her by the scruff of the dress.
Gawain, can I get a perception alertness roll from you? Or
I have that.
You may use primal urge if you prefer.
I have both of those.
Your choice.
That's 3 successes.
3 successes. All right. As you sort of approach the threshold of Clifford's Tower, you can see that in the umbral side, the place is completely empty. It's like this sort of enclosed flat plane. And in the center of this essentially concrete foundation, this concrete disc that the tower sits upon, is this great hole or orifice that seems to tunnel deep down into the earth. And though it is pure darkness, the orifice itself seems to glow with this unearthly, sickly green energy that clings to it like an aura. Also, from the upper reaches of the tower, you hear what sounds like scraping. Lots of little scraping noises that'll move a bit and then fall silent again. Move a bit, fall silent again. There's an insectoid chittering, a noise that sounds like the clacking of perhaps maybe a crab's claw in your imagination.
I don't know what the fuck a crab sounds like. I don't know what a crab is.
You might have seen pictures in a book. Well, maybe not you, but Leander.
Leander has theoretical knowledge of crabs.
Theoretical knowledge of crabs. I think the only crabs we'll likely know about are the venereal kind.
Yeah. Why are they called that?
Just whenever father comes home, boys, bring out the lye, tend to my crabs.
All right, Gawain.
I've been trying to replace you.
What do you do?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, our objective is in this tower. So, it's not locked, is it?
No, the door is like bashed open in front of you.
Charlie knows better than to lock doors.
It's a futile and useless gesture.
What am I gonna do? Say the door's locked and barred to 3 fucking Krynos?
You could have said there was a Linnorm blocking the way.
See, that's an inside joke we have yet to explain to the audience. But hey, this is Werewolf. There are dragons. That's a legitimate possibility. And I actually have World of Darkness stats for a Lindworm, but that's completely off topic. Anyway.
Well, I'm assuming I step in after Gawain and observe a similar situation.
That's what I'm asking. Gawain technically hasn't gone through the threshold yet. This is more of a, he comes to the threshold, he hears these weird noises. What do you want to do about it?
Well, I advise everyone to stay on their guard, and I'll enter.
Okay.
Got it. Krynos.
Do you have a source of light with you?
No.
Can you see in the dark?
No, I'm not an elf.
Back into the jelly bean jar.
We don't have Protean.
You begin to enter the tower. Leander, you follow?
Yes.
Lucius, you follow?
Yeah, in big dog form.
All right, so
big man dog.
All right, no roll needed. You use the action shift to Krynos. You can tell that there's something fucking awful in here. As you come loping in, Elizabeth, what do you want to do?
It doesn't matter. I'm dragging her ass in.
Okay, you're getting dragged in.
I was gonna talk to a rat or a bat. Does this got a head first, if possible?
I don't know if they can call
a hat.
A rat or a bat.
You're in Spirit Land right now. I guess you missed that part. So
yeah,
it could be seated on a mat.
A cat in the hat in a rat mat. No.
As the 4 of you enter the tower, there's a noise that echoes in the darkness, something like a punctuated with the clasping of these terrible jaws, and you can hear scraping, scratching movement coming down the walls of the inside of the tower. And with that, I would like everybody to give me an initiative roll.
No.
Ugh.
to open up the thing.
When are we going to get Spirit of the Fray?
I have a 13.
Do I have Spirit of the Fray? I didn't even look.
No, Spirit of the Fray isn't until 2nd rank, at least.
Yeah, it's a rank 2 Arun gift.
Yeah.
That's
15, brother.
That's an 11.
11 for Gwaine, 13 for Leander, 15 for Lucius. Elizabeth, how'd you do?
I am rolling. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. Come on.
What do you mean you have to scroll to the bottom?
He's still using Roll20.
My dice are downstairs. Yeah. I get a 8.
Adam's dice are too far away.
Yeah, they're too far away.
Can't be bothered.
Yeah, I could go back to get them, but it'll be gone for longer. I would miss everything.
Wait, what did I do?
It's a 6. Actually, no, wait. It's a 7. Yeah.
7. Okay. And Gwaine, how was your initiative? 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Lucius, you're up first. All you can see is motion in the darkness right now, and every once in a while the glimmer of that awful green energy will reflect off of something that looks like an incredibly long talon or a distended fang.
Well, Yusuf, you're too far away too. So
Then I will activate my heightened senses.
Good shit. All right, so you activate your heightened sense gift, and instantly the room sort of comes into focus. Looks something like maybe a pale rendition of like night vision goggles, and obviously Lucius wouldn't recognize what the hell it is, but you, Xavier, and the rest of them can kind of follow. So this room is sort of bathed in this wan green light, and you can see 4 creatures slowly approaching from the corners of the room. These gaunt, thin, spindly things hunched forward on these distended long forearms that almost seem to make them look quadrupedal, but no, these things are weapons. They end in these horrible long claws. There's nothing on their face whatsoever except this wide mouth that opens and gnashes and
Gross.
Spirit crabs.
Yeah. Brothers, we have impending conflict.
not the sister though.
No, not the sister. You're gonna die.
He brings
So
up an excellent
impending
point.
death.
All right. Leander, you're up next.
So I'm assuming controlling a book with a lightning spear might let me do a little bit more than just shoot lightning with it. Could I kind of surround myself with like a lightning kind of haze to light up the area a little bit?
I'll allow it. Sure. Why not? Let's see.
It has light in the name.
At the Dutch spell.
So you're gonna have to like ask a favor from the Libra Jovi for this one, since this isn't one of his specified powers.
Yes.
So what do you want to say to him?
The battle of the spirits is upon us, Libra Jovi. I ask for a small favor, and that is light in this darkness.
I will grant you your light, skin changer. We do the work of Gaia here. Give me a roll of Gnosis.
Botch, never mind. Go fuck yourself.
I've decided
I have a
no. Two successes.
2 successes. So the Libra Jovi sort of focuses, and you can feel the energy build up around it as it begins to crackle with this ambient blue light, pushing away the darkness. And it'll glow for 2 turns. And the rest of you can see these weird spindly creatures loping towards you. All right, and with that,
We have called the session.
Lucius, the first one coils its spindly body and launches at you like a spring.
I guess I'll dodge backward.
Okay, give me Dex Athletics. You know how this works.
Yeah. Okay. My dice pool is 7. Oh, fuck. That's a 9, a 6, 10, an 8, a 9, a 4, and a 9.
So how many successes total?
6.
6. Good shit. I too got 6. So you are barely able to move your lumbering Krynos form out of the way. As this thing leaps with a sort of lethal precision, you can see the edge of this long great talon graze the air right in front of your eye. It lops off pieces of your fur and lands behind you with a horrible Elizabeth! One of them is leaping towards you.
Ooh.
I'm yet to do any damage to anything, so I'm probably gonna die here again.
Elizabeth just slits her own throat.
No. You'll never take me alive. Why you try to go Krynos form?
Okay, you're gonna have to wait for your turn for that.
Yeah.
Now you have two options here. We kind of house rule the World of Darkness combat system a little bit for the audiences, to let the audience know. We get rid of the declaration phase because we found that was gumming up the works too much. So, Adam, you can either abort your action for the turn into a full dodge, or you can split your dice pool and then save one for maybe transforming on your turn and one for dodging now.
I'll just dodge now. For now.
Dex Athletics.
Because I'm not a combat character. I can't split my dice pool.
I mean, you can. It's just a terribly bad idea.
Yeah.
That's just a regular protocol droid with no assassination function whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm just red eye 3 TP. You got 3 successes to dodge. Potentially.
3 successes to dodge. Okay. So, unfortunately, this thing is able to land upon you, and woof.
Yeah!
And start the Dojin.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, or the benefit of the mechanics. Roll stamina to soak.
You can do it. I don't know what your stamina is.
I have a good amount of... Same amount of dice. Come on. Look like...
Come on, motherfucker. Come on.
Well, I got 1 success.
1 success. Okay. This thing leaps, strikes you dead in the chest, and it's going to inflict 5 levels of lethal damage.
Ooh.
Leander, you got one jumping on you, buddy.
Okay.
I will allow, since you didn't use a dice pool, I will give you a dodge roll.
I'm going to go ahead and move out of the way. One success.
1 success. If we didn't use the 10s negate 1s rule, your dodges would be a lot more successful, but unfortunately this guy is still going to land some.
Okay.
I mean, you remember before we were botching like crazy.
Well, then these scrags would have been doing a lot worse. All right, give me stamina to soak, Josh.
That's 2.
2. Okay, this one doesn't quite catch you as squarely as the small Elizabeth. It's only going to inflict 1 level of lethal to you.
That's the little X, right?
Yeah. All right, and Gawain. One of them is launching towards you, my dude.
Well, I'm gonna get out of that way.
All right, you're dodging as well?
Yeah.
Okay, roll it.
That's not the right sheet.
We really should tailor some armor for Elizabeth next time, though.
What's dodge again?
If there is a next time...
Dex Athletics.
Okay.
She could have a battle skirt like Lissa.
That's 3 successes. Nope, wait, 4.
4. All right. Give me a soak roll. Don't forget your armor.
Oh, shit, what's my armor again?
Imperfect Regicide, how's it going? It's going.
How? Hello, friend. We are just dying.
You know what's funny is these guys were supposed to be like... I figure you guys would rip these dudes in half in like 3 seconds. And they're rolling super stupid well.
And when there's also the fact that they got to attack first.
Yeah, we haven't had a turn yet.
The powerhouses haven't had a turn yet.
All right,
Okay,
how'd that
so-
soak roll go?
That's 5.
5.
You can't tell us not to die. Imperfect Regicide, we'll die all we want.
All right, so
Careful. We're spiteful people.
your training takes over, and you sort of move into a stance to absorb the worst part of the blow. It is able to get a couple of its talons in between your chains, and you take 2 levels of lethal.
God damn.
Yeah, buddy. That's okay. You can heal it.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, did you split your dice pool for that, or did you use your full action to dodge?
I used my full action.
Okay.
I'm never going to split my dice pool.
All right. In which case,
That's a
then,
stupid system.
roll initiatives again.
Oh boy.
Woo-hoo, the same.
Wait, did I get a turn?
Yeah.
You dodge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to sacrifice your action. But now that it come to us, now we can
I
fight
got a
them.
13.
13 for Gawain. Leander, how'd you do?
Oh, Leander got an 11.
11 for Leander. Elizabeth,
8.
8. Yeah, these things really don't have the best initiative either. All right, Lucius, you're up first.
Oh, okay.
Did we give you the battle axe yet?
No, I don't even have my belt. I am naked.
Are your socks on now?
Yeah,
No.
You take your socks off.
I can't see him, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Our secret battle tactic in Perfect Regicide is actually the same as the Joestar secret tactic.
All right. Yeah, there's only one on me, right?
Yeah, there's one on each of you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna spend some rage.
All right, how much would you like to spend?
I could only spend 1.
Oh, by the way, I've been forgetting this, but every time you go into battle, you're supposed to generate 1 rage. So everybody gets an extra rage.
Fantastic. I spend it.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. It's not going to dodge. It's going to take it all in the face. So go ahead, roll damage, and it's going to try to soak it.
And claws are
Yes. No.
+2?
I believe so, yes.
Yes. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. My entire dice pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
9. All right, so it is able to soak a little bit, but you basically dig your claw into this thing, and with a mighty roar, rip out half of its rib cage. Or the innards of the spirit therein, and it just sort of wails in this grotesque, guttural pain.
uWu intensifies.
Gawain, you're up.
Well, I guess I'll retaliate.
Oh, before you start, give me a stamina primal urge difficulty 8. If you succeed, you heal 1 of your lethal damage. How's it going, my love?
Wait, stamina primal urge, you said, right?
Yeah.
Diff 8.
Yes, sir.
If only I had a certain talent. No, wait, what are they called?
Merit.
Yeah,
Oh, the merit. Wait, which one?
because I think I can.
Oh.
The best one ever.
That is so good. I think that's only for changelings, though.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Okay. Well, I got one success.
Okay, so you get to heal 1 level of lethal.
Yay. That means I have no health, or I don't lose any dice. Hey.
Now, always remember that you can always spend a point of willpower to ignore your dice penalties.
I don't have that luxury.
Just letting you know.
Okay. So I'm attack with my clave.
Do it.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
Again,
My
no
line.
dodge. It's going to attempt to soak everything. Which I don't know that it necessarily can.
Okay.
Do it.
Big roll.
Big money roll.
The big thing.
Okay. 1, 5, 6. Oh, I missed 1 die. Yay. That's 7 to hit.
All right. 7 to hit, so you're going to roll 7 plus Lion Fang is a +3, I think? Or is it +5?
4. Strength plus 4.
All right, strength +4 +6.
So 10. Okay.
And then remember, it does auto damage.
Yeah.
Is it 1 or 2 auto? I think it's 1.
2.
2?
2.
Okay. Well, you'll
I
need it
have
because
the paragraph in front of me.
you're fine.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Diff 7. So that's 9, including the automatic damage.
9. All right, you bury your lion's fang into this thing's shoulder. It howls in hideous agony, but it's still standing. All right, Leander, you're up.
I'm gonna forego attacking it physically, and I'm gonna shoot lightning at it.
All right.
No, you're gonna go against the res.
God damn it.
I'm just gonna go ahead with that unsoakable damage. As I once again call upon the Libra Jovi for its lightning abilities.
I'm glad you think so, Regicide. Thank you. I hope she thinks so as well.
And that's gonna be 4 damage.
4 damage. All right, lightning arcs from the Libra Jovi, temporarily lighting up the entire tower, strikes this thing dead in the chest. Smoking, it stumbles backwards. Also, don't forget your stamina primal urge roll to heal.
Oh boy. Diff 7, right?
8.
Oh, diff 8? Okay, yeah. Still 1.
All right, then erase 1 of your damage. Elizabeth, same thing, stamina primal urge.
Here's the thing is.
I'm pretty sure Regicide has. Regicide, you were with us last time we played VTM, and I'm pretty sure Melinda was there.
And I am now out of beer.
There is no god.
I know, right? It was British beer, too.
Do you quit?
That's when you know Josh gave up.
He's drinking British beer on American soil.
Wait, did you drink it warm?
No. God damn it, I'm still a Texan. If it makes it any better, it's the Iron Maiden beer.
I got 2 successes, Chaz.
Okay, knock off 1 of those points of damage. And then it is your turn.
You know, dodge away. That fucking hurt. Damn. The little Cryospore and try to dodge, I guess. Or
Okay.
Cryospore?
If you're not going to use an action to change, I need stamina primal urge difficulty 6 to shift your form.
No. So the same one.
Oh, man, you work in a brewery? You can send us all the beer you want, man.
I got 5 successes this time.
All right. So, Elizabeth slams down onto the ground. Her form twists, contorts, explodes into the massive form of the Krynos werewolf that still has pigtails.
Oh, pigtails. Okay.
At some point, she's going to learn a gift that lets her use them as drills.
All right, Xavier, your scrag lashes out at you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do get a turn before your rage goes off. So would you like to use the rage to dodge, or do you want to try and tank it?
I'll dodge it.
Can I also do a rage though before I forget?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. How many would you like to spend? Up to half.
1 rage.
You got it.
Or rather, can I counter?
Connor? No.
I think you need a weapon for that, but sure, why not? Just to make this to go a little faster.
Well, parrying is for weapons. Wait, is he attacking me armed or unarmed?
He's kind of lashing at you with these long, spindly talons.
So, unarmed. Yeah, I parry. I can counter that with unarmed.
Okay, go for it.
So I basically just get to fight him again.
Ooh, well, I do love strong flavors, and perfect regicide and bitter is a strong flavor that I like. I too have been brewing mead, and it's been sitting around for about 3 months, so hopefully it's only getting better.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck.
Okay, yeah, you beat this thing by 5. So as it launches out with this long, needle-like appendage, you're like fucking werewolf and swat it out of the way with a massive, meaty fist before going in with your own claw.
Do you want me to even roll that, or?
I kind of need you to, yeah. Spirits are a bit tougher than regular stuff. There's a reason werewolves are so badass.
The red beer is still doing fine.
2, 3. I'll have to roll another die. So far, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. All right. Your claw comes down on this thing, and you essentially catch this thing in the jaw and rip it down to its navel. And this horrible green goo starts spilling from it. But shakily, it's still standing, if only barely.
Disgusting.
Gawain, yours is going to lunge at you.
Yay. What did X do to parry?
Well, it's the same skill that they have. I don't know if you can't do if they're attacking you armed and you can't attack them with unarmed versus armed.
I'll let it happen, but I will say that Gawain needs an action to do it because.
Oh, that's right.
So if you want,
I'll let
you retroactively spend some rage to do it if you want.
Nah.
Okay.
I forgot I actually did go this turn.
Okay. So it's coming at you with 6. Roll to soak.
Oh man, I might die.
Nah, you guys are fine.
Don't test me. I'll do it.
Botch the soak roll.
That'd be funny.
Just take Lion Fang and sink it into your head.
That's 3 successes, so goody.
3 successes. All right, that's going to be 3 more lethal coming at you.
Yeah.
All right, Leander, yours is jumping.
And I already went this turn. He's going to try to stab me.
All right, he's coming at you with 4.
4 to hit.
4 damage.
Oh, 4 damage. And I soak 3.
Okay. So you're going to take 1 lethal. And Elizabeth,
Yes.
roll to dodge. Or, if you want, you can try parrying like Xavier did, but you better be confident. I would dodge if I were you.
Please don't add it.
But you're not me. Just kidding.
And that's why you're not me. I take it to the face.
Oh man.
No, I'm gonna.
Can we all die?
dodge that.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eagle Spirit is disappointed.
Wah,
I'm
wah.
gonna use my substitution. See now.
Kill Adam.
He will probably.
How's the dodge roll, Adam?
Remember.
I want to know what brewery you work for in Perfect Regicide, but I understand if you don't want to say it on stream.
But hit us up in our DMs.
Or looking for sponsors. Oh, cool. Kim Caters. That's awesome.
3 successes.
All right. Roll to soak. 4 damage. Don't forget, you're in Krynos form now. You get extra stamina. I believe it's 2 extra stamina, X?
3.
3.
413.
Man, I wish we could get a brewery to sponsor us. I'd totally take free beer.
Or half off beer, or...
But Josh, I don't want to be promoting alcohol. This is a good Christian channel.
Says Kerbo.
Says Kerbo. Kerbo says there'll be no cursing on my Christian channel.
Well, nuts to that.
How'd you do, buddy? I need the roll.
Well, if I was moved it was going to be a 6 success.
Okay, so this thing launches into your big meaty chest and just scrapes off a bunch of fur.
Whoa, meaty chest, whoa.
Rage action, go at him.
And hit him back.
Hit him back.
It's very little, let's see, his strength, is it?
It's Dex plus Brawl.
Dex is +1, cat.
Texas.
Texas.
Dexus. It's a new form of Texas, Dexus.
Well, Texas roll is when you're still playing a D10 system, but you get to roll a D20.
Yeah, like everything's figured in Dexus.
Everything that's a 10 and above counts as an extra success.
Well, only got 1 success.
Okay, that's enough. So you're going to roll strength plus 2. And don't forget, you get 4 extra strength in Krynos form.
Cool.
You know, did you? I don't know if you guys remember, but the old World of Darkness website, you used to be able to like register your troop and your chronicle, and I guess it was like a looking for players. But just as a joke, I registered our location at the county jail. I don't think anybody ever map quested it, and the website went down before it was funny.
Oh.
There was only one other group in our city registered.
I think they were LARPers, though, which is pretty cool.
Which means they're turbo nerds.
They're uber nerds.
How's the damage, Adam?
5 successes for damage, yeah.
As I said before, I would only LARP if it's full contact.
All right, so you basically just tear one of the arms off of this thing. All right, initiatives again.
I got a 10.
I got an 11.
I got a rock. Same.
I got double digits.
Wow.
What'd you
I
get,
talk
Adam?
about LARPing, but I did go to Chaz to a VTM LARP at Gen Con.
Should we bring up our F list?
And they got a 13 chance.
13. Okay. Lucius, you're going first.
Okay. The thing in front of me still alive, right?
Barely.
Okay. Can I rage and split my dice pool?
Yes. I don't think your actual rage action can be split, but you can split your standard action.
Awesome. That's what I'm gonna do.
You know, when I went back, the Gen Con after we went, Josh, like, we had a really bad experience the first time, I'll admit, but the second time I went back was a lot of fun. Like, I kind of really want to start my own LARP. And the home game group is getting big enough where that's not a remote possibility.
We've already said, though, if you start a LARP, we as CAFCON get to be the vampire elders in the city.
Which I'm totally cool with.
All right. First one, getting 2.
Okay.
Does he dodge?
No, they're gonna take it.
Okay.
We're actually going to start a Dark Ages Inquisitor LARP, full contact.
9, 2.
You know what? That'd be fucking dope. Because when you go through Gen Con and you look at the gear they have for LARPers, like, it all looks so awesome. I would not mind doing an Inquisitor LARP. That'd be neat.
7 damage.
As
7
long
damage.
as I get to play my Inquisitor.
As long as you can actually swing around a sword that big, though. If it's going to be full contact.
All right, you lunge towards this thing. You basically, your claw comes down around its head and shoulders, and as the rage of the wolf in you takes over, you lift it over your head and rip this thing completely bifurcated in half, throwing these two mushy, sludgy piles to the ground at your feet.
Disgusting. All right, next one. Going for the one attacking Elizabeth.
All right, you trudge... Or actually, really, you don't have to move that far at all, because Elizabeth's right behind you. You turn, whirl around, bring your claw down, and...
Do I get flanking?
Absolutely. Take 2 extra dice.
Can we please get like a disgusting count from Xavier?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck.
If I was playing a Primogen on a LARP, I don't know which character I'd play. I mean, I'd probably just come up with something new.
1, 2. I'll have to roll some more after this. Fuck me. 1 fell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, and that was 2.
We appreciate Regicide. Trust me, if I had the time and energy and ability, I would play with every one of you. I want to so bad.
10 damage.
10 damage, holy shit.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, you come up under this thing and basically just let's see, how do you mutilate this thing? There's not a lot of body to it. I'll say you claw it, and basically the force of your blow slings it right against the tower wall. Still up, however. Elizabeth, you're up next.
In the reach. Gotta hit it.
All right, go hit it.
Got my thing. Where's my thing? There it is.
No, the thing with the thing.
Don't forget your extra dexterity from Krynos.
Yeah.
My
I
thing.
got 5 successes to hit this thing. Yeah.
5 successes. Okay,
Yeah.
so strength +2 +4.
I have 4 more strength too, right? Or how much strength? 4 more strength. Oh, we're rolling Xavier's numbers?
You're a big girl now.
Yeah.
Do not disappoint Father.
Need more.
More hate or more power?
More dice.
Unlimited power.
It's a good thing that seems like they're bringing back Emperor Palpatine for episode 9.
About time. And we're finally going to see the Knights of Ren do something.
Got 8 damage?
Maybe.
Then be nothing at all.
8 damage, close enough. You leap on this thing, bring your claw down, and it's just... Alright, there's 2 remaining Scrags. First one is going to leap at Leander.
It's not my turn, so I can't spend a rage yet. So I'm just going to have to take it to the face.
I'll allow it. You can spend rage reflexively. Sure, why not? Because again,
Right,
we eschew the declaration step, which is when all of that is supposed to happen. So it'd be kind of shitty for me to say, no, not till your turn.
Well, then I'm moving out of the way so I can attack it later.
Go for it.
Ooh, all my dice. 4 7s, actually. That's kind of cool.
All right.
So 4 successes.
You duck under this thing, and it doesn't even come near you. Just sails straight over your head. Gwaine, one of them's going to launch an attack at you.
Well, I guess I'll spend rage.
You don't have to. It stumbles and falls, but you can still spend the rage if you want, and just kind of crumples into a heap at your feet.
Well, I guess I won't spend rage. Good.
Kick it in the teeth.
All right. I believe it was Gwaine up first.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to finish this damn thing off.
Go for it.
Which guts quote do you use as you kill it?
Griffin!
Ah, yes, the most appropriate of all of them. No, Josh, that wrong character. This isn't my hunter.
Junta.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
Jazz has been calling him Scrags.
Bruh, I have no idea. It's ugly and I'm gonna kill it.
Slag it first. All right, that's
No.
That's 7 successes to heat.
All right. Give me that damage. Strength +4 +6.
That's another 7 damage.
All right, 7 damage. You bring up the lion's fang. You bring down the lion's fang. There is an explosion of sparks that echoes through the cavern like a roar, and this thing is just in complete half at your feet.
And then I sheathe lion's fang. And then it falls.
Oh my god.
All right, Lucius, your rage action comes up first.
Awesome. The one attacking Elizabeth is still up.
No, she killed that one. The one attacking Leander is still up.
Then he's gonna die.
My first kill.
Your first kill.
That's because we kept you from killing people.
But I also get flanking on this one.
Sure.
Awesome. Oh.
Speaking of Xavier's tags, I found a manga that seems right up Xavier's alley.
Why is everything in relation to me?
It's a romance about a guy who gets with a girl who's a boxer. So she's got the dark skin, the muscle, and the tomboy.
Is that Girl of the Wild?
No.
Oh, damn it. That sounded familiar.
The cereal flower slasher.
Okay. 7.
I was going to say we're not playing a video game, so Xavier usually only gets savagery during video game streams. By somebody who's in the chat right now.
Still one of my favorite parts of those streams.
That's going to be 11 damage, Buckaroo.
Jesus Christ. All right, you bring
God damn it, I lost another one.
You bring your claw into this. It penetrates its skin deeply, and you end up ripping up what you're not really sure might be intestines or a really long, stringy, fibrous spine as you yank it out and throw it into the darkness behind you. Elizabeth, you're up.
Is there anyone else to hit? I'm guessing there.
The one attacking Leander is not quite dead, just very, very close.
You want to pounce on it?
Go for it.
Pounce, uWu.
uWu? Yeah.
Okay, there's been way too many of those this stream already.
We only have it. It's only
We have reached maximum uWu.
We have reached terminal.
But there's only an hour left, Tom. Potentially. Oh man, I only get 2 successes.
2 successes is enough to hit, so strength +2. +1, actually.
Yeah. Maz, you have no idea who in the world would make fun of Xavier.
And 6 damage. Yeah.
6 damage. I botch soak.
X isn't a national treasure because he hasn't been kidnapped by Nicolas Cage.
Elizabeth, how would you like to make your second kill?
Very quietly, sitting on, like pulling on the flowers, like pulling the leaves off a flower.
Okay. So you pin this thing down with your claws and just rip and rip and rip as pieces of its body and teeth and fangs and claws go flying all over the place.
But in my mind, I say, he loves me. He loves me not.
Josh, to give you guys a little bit extra edge, I will allow you to take back your point of rage if you'd like.
Okay. Xavier, is that your type? Boxer, MMA fighter?
I just love a girl who can take a hit. That makes you sound bad, but this is a dangerous city, people. You got to be able to defend yourselves.
This is the second safest city in the.
Xavier's fantasy scenario is he's about to get in a bar fight and his girlfriend beats up the guy before he gets a chance to.
I mean, yeah, do you know how much trouble that would save me? Oh. Just like, I don't have to worry about her because I know she can kick somebody's ass. Okay, let's not push it. It can't kick my ass.
All right. Before you lies the faintly glowing orifice of the tower. It seems to lead down below, and as you get closer, that stench of the infected wound and just utter disgusting, cloying smell just intensifies to the point where you can almost feel your eyes water as you get near, and it's so much worse even in the wolf form.
Speaking of wolf form, I'm going to go ahead and go Krenos now.
No problem. You hulk up. Bam! Massive fucking wolf form.
I'm going to have a Clave in one hand and the Libra Yovi in the other.
I'm going to go Hamid again.
I don't think you transformed, did you?
I didn't. Double Hamid.
Does your face hurt from laughing in perfect regicide?
I'm having fun.
Two completely different things happening in the actual game and the chat. Either way, by the end of both, Xavier's going to get hooked up.
Wait, what?
The right hook? That's
Does it? Oh, that was a nice follow-up, Adam.
anytime.
Does it seem like it has like a staircase going down the weird green orifice, or we're going to have to climb down?
The gradient is such that you could probably like climb down without too much trouble, but as far as like a natural staircase, no.
Okay, well, it's time to start playing Free Will Sacrifice by Monomarth and go into the weird hole.
All right.
Is it ready yet, Josh?
You're in
I think
first?
Tom just doesn't want to rip off his armor.
Yeah, that stuff is expensive.
We only have 5 dots of resources to spend.
We only have 5 dots of nobility and resources.
All right, what about the rest of you guys? So Leander dove in the hole.
Well, I gotta go.
All right, Gwain's going.
I follow.
Lupus follows.
Who go next to?
Okay, I honestly thought at some point you were going to turn and run away, but okay. All right.
Like, I'm already cut. What else can I?
You dive into the hole.
I got my Blood Ranger. The first splatter.
You dive into the hole, and everything goes dark. Suddenly, the rush of the air around you that comes up from this thing fades away. The horrible, toxic stench is gone. And you find yourself just in blackness. Leander, the
Yes.
first sensation that returns to you is an
Arousal.
overwhelming taste of blood. It just sits in your mouth in the back of your throat. That coppery, meaty tang takes over everything. You open your eyes. They slowly edge back into focus. And the ghostly swimming nature of the Umbra seems to be completely gone. As if you're standing back in the real world. You look up at this stone-arched ceiling that looks quite familiar. You raise yourself from the ground, your clothes covered in blood, and realize that you're still in the front hall of Castle Van Constantine. As you look up and take your bearings, Gawain is still unconscious. You can still hear the whimpers of your sister from the next room, and your mother's corpse is still lying, torn to shreds. And standing over her is the image of your father, Garrett. 2 more days, boy. 2 more days, that's all I needed from you. At the sound of your father's voice, Gawain, you begin to awaken. Finding yourself covered in blood, the taste, the smell crusting your face, your hands. Elizabeth, you're still peering fearfully through that door. The front hall, doused in blood, your mother's entrails hanging from the chandelier in the ceiling.
I thought I was asleep, though. But I don't...
You didn't sleep through the murder of your family, Adam.
I did. Elizabeth did.
No, I did.
Lucius, you're greeted by the scent of flowers, wonderful, fragrant flowers, and that rich smell of the fresh earth. And as you begin to stir and churn the earth, you remember the fear that overtook you the previous night, those huge hulking monsters that barreled down the door. It's still lying in pieces in the front of the castle. What do you do?
Well then. Look for my siblings?
Oh, you find your siblings. You can very easily trace their smell to the front of the castle. And you recognize another smell. The smell of the man that put you in the bag.
Oh, I'm so going for his nuts.
He's gonna kick your ass.
Not if we bite us nuts all together.
Leander, Gawain?
Well, having to struggle to comprehend what the hell's going on.
Well, 2 more days, Father. I thought you would have been satisfied with all of this, I say, pointing to the carnage.
Satisfied. Is that what you think? Satisfied. And as he sort of like looks up from your mother's corpse to you, you can actually see tears running down his face. You can see something human reflected in the stone edifice that was once Garrett Van Constantine.
Visit his father. He never cried.
This isn't our real father. This is what breaks the illusion.
Yeah.
I suppose it's my fault, isn't it? Gawain, to be honest, I wasn't sure if you'd ever change. You're what now, 21, 22, I believe? I thought you'd end up like Henry, one of the kinfolk. But I thought you'd be able to handle Leander. Little did I know you were just holding it in check to disappoint me one last time, weren't you, boy? No, this is my fault. This is my fault. I should have done what they did in the old days. When I realized that both of you were failures, when I realized that the little girl wasn't going to give me anything, when my last hope I found hiding in the flower bed outside, I should have put you all down. I should have put you all down, but God help me, I loved you. Every single one of you, you Gawain, you Leander. I wanted you to be strong. I wanted you to be strong so that this wouldn't happen. And look what you give me anyway. Is this my punishment, Gaia? Too much hubris? Did I abuse the right of breeding to give you more soldiers? Is this my punishment? The children that I brought into the world would lay everything low before.
So, guys?
The father I know would never shed a tear for any reason. This is not real.
Gawain, would you like to make a willpower roll?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's the second wife.
Hold on a sec. You're not my dad.
You ain't me, Pep.
It's that Batman moment where he hears the voice in my head kept saying Bruce Wayne. That's how I knew it wasn't my voice.
All right, roll your willpower.
Can I spend willpower on willpower?
Yeah, sure.
That's stupid. I'm going to do it. Well, that makes 2 successes.
2 successes.
Nice.
You know, I'll tell you something. The portrayal of your father doesn't seem entirely half wrong. Honestly, there does seem a glimmer of humanity behind that old edifice. But as that begins to click in your head, you start awake. And you find yourself just knelt on the floor of a cavern. Before you is the edifice that you jumped down. Couldn't have been more than maybe 10, 15 feet up. And you can still see the rest of your siblings, Leander, Elizabeth, Lucius, in their Krynos form, standing stock still, gazing into the middle distance. Leander, what do you do?
Well, Father, perhaps if you didn't want disappointments, you should have tried raising children instead of soldiers.
I didn't have that luxury, Leander. Look at yourself. Look at what you've done. You're a monster. This world is full of monsters. And the worm isn't going to be any kinder to you than I was. I was trying to make you something. I was trying to make it so that when you finally had to face down the ravages of the worm, you wouldn't be some weak, book-loving monk, scribe, swilling away your life in some monastery.
The Eagle Spirit said you weren't quite a lost cause. He still has a lot to show me before I believe that. But if you want to know any sort... Oh boy, good thing I spent some XP on that. And once again, wouldn't be a CAFCON session if I didn't roll a dice off the table.
Yay!
That's okay. I've been doing that.
2 successes.
2 successes. You snap yourself awake in an instant. Castle Van Constantine is gone.
Citadel.
And you see Elizabeth and Lucius still there. Elizabeth, what would you like to do?
Cry. Pick flowers. Complain about your brothers.
I don't know.
Go back to bed.
Like nothing. This is all a dream. It's a nightmare.
I think you actually did try to do that the first time.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Just for sheer happenstance, because you roleplay your character well the first time, give me that willpower roll.
That was a solid joke, Mazzy. I didn't laugh at it, but it was solid.
I laugh on inside.
Well, you are supposed to laugh.
Well, I got 1 success.
1 success, you rub your eyes, and you come out of it to find yourself in this long, sloping cavern. At the far end, the green glow becomes an overwhelming sort of Empyrean sun that seems to echo from another cave opening further down. Lucius.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What's your little dog brain do?
Hey, it's a big dog brain, alright? I'm doing the big donk.
Big brain.
You said you were going for the nuts, man. Go for the nuts.
Yeah, I gotta go for the nuts. I don't care who this nerd is.
Okay. You move towards him, and as he does so, he just looks at you. And give me one more willpower roll. This is for something else. He's going to try to do what's called overawe, which is something elder werewolves can just do that's like, shut up, pup.
Ah. Does that count as a mind-altering effect?
I don't believe so. It's more like a respect my authority, but In this case, let's say sure.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter eventually at some point, but the merit doesn't apply to anything I would roll to resist. It just gives them an increased difficulty.
Okay.
Where's my willpower? Okay. Three successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Well, your father got 4 on the overall. So he just sort of locks eyes with you, and you see something primal, something beastly in his stare, something that scares the shit out of you. And
It's a smile.
And it just sort of locks you in place and forces you to avert your gaze.
It looks like you care about who this nerd is now.
I guess I do care.
You should have had your socks on.
Your safety socks?
You think him sucks?
The rest of you see that Lucius is still locked in this trance. Anything in particular that you guys would like to do to help?
Quick, accept banality.
Yes. Or paradox.
No. Put him socks on.
Put the socks on so he has the socks on in the dream world too.
Yeah.
Put his right paw in a glass of water.
When you poop in your dreams, you poop in real life.
I'm just gonna kind of growl at him in Krino's form that he's not real. It's an illusion.
Can I see that? Or are they like not?
What you see from your perspective is Leander and Gawain sort of standing there agog, maybe looking shameful, but at the same time, rage begins to tick their face, and you can see them squirm every once in a while, and you feel like at any moment that rage might overtake them again. They could become those giant hulking monsters that you remember from the night before.
Well, shit, fam. I'm one of those giant hulking monsters.
I'm not little pup no more.
I am no longer that. I've
Right.
lost my innocence.
Why don't you give me a perception primal urge, Lucius? And Leander, I will give you charisma empathy.
Botch. What if we get a double botch?
I got a 7. 1 success.
Does everyone become Garrett if it's a double botch?
4. You can vaguely hear on the edges of your periphery a voice that sounds familiar. It's gruff, it's bestial, but it's comforting in some way. It's not real. He's an illusion.
The socks, Lucius. The socks.
Remember, think of the socks, Lucius.
Kinda.
They're all werewolves, right? They just haven't come into their own. Lupus is the breed of werewolves that are born as wolves, whereas Hamids are the breed of werewolves that are born as people. And then once they reach the age of maturity for their specific species, the first change happens, and then they effectively become both.
And then there's the Metis, but we don't talk about them.
That's actually what Elizabeth is.
Why don't you give me that willpower roll now, Lucius?
We haven't told her yet.
She's actually adopted. That's much better. 5.
Okay, 5. You blink. Your vantage point is about 8 feet higher than it was just a second ago. And you're in this dirty, foul-smelling cavern one more time.
Gross.
And again, the 4 of you can see that the cavern continues on, this very large green opening that pulses with this bright light and energy. Leander, you can hear the Liber Jovi. Welcome back, Wolf Changer. I thought I lost you for a moment.
So we're not going to talk about what we just saw, right?
We're
We're just going to follow that up.
Nope.
Just like good Van Constantine children.
Yeah, just keep it in. Use it for later.
We all gain 9 rage.
But yeah, I'll tell him the trickery of the worm isn't going to take me this time. As I tell my siblings to prepare their mind as well as their body.
Trickery of the worm, indeed. May I offer you a food for thought, Wolf Changer?
I'm listening.
There are many worm spirits that can pluck something from your mind. Rare is the one that can fabricate something entirely. There may be something of the truth. There may be something to the truth of the man you saw in there. Something perhaps your subconscious mind recognizes that you do not.
I'll believe it when the old man says it himself.
All right, but yeah, you guys did just get whammied by a huge illusion, means that there's something capable of doing that in here. As you move towards the large cave face, beneath it opens up into this massive cavern. The floor is flooded with what seems to be this thick, oozing, eddying, swirling pus that just extends as far as you can see from one end of the cavern to the other. And there is some sort of cyclone or water spout that churns this green ichor, raising all the way to the top of the cavern, just spinning, constantly spinning, and you can see that from its depths, every once in a while, will raise these glowing green orbs. It distends itself, the water spout, like a snake swallowing an egg, as these things are forced up through the water spout, up through the top, and these green sort of nodules sort of rain down, splashing into this thick pus at regular intervals. And every once in a while, you can see, if your eyes are keen enough, especially with Lucia's heightened senses, that beneath the translucent surface of these nodules, these hideous black shapes twist and move and test the boundaries of these egg-like things that seem to keep them intact. And at the base of the cyclone, as it moves and it swirls around the cavern, you can see piles and piles of these worm eggs just gestating, constantly breeding, constantly making more, constantly effulsing themselves into the depths of this cavern.
Disgusting.
There we go. There's another one.
And Raid Rail, how's it going?
They've been here for a bit.
I don't always get the chance to say hi to everyone right away. And hey, chat, if I ever miss saying hello to you, I don't do it on purpose. You're equally valued to us, but I like when I get the chance and when I have the wherewithal to remind you guys that you're worth just a little bit extra to us than a normal.
People are more than others.
Well, some of you guys are worth more than others, so you know who. Just kidding.
You know who. I'm not gonna point fingers.
Yeah.
All right.
Does anybody know how to start spirit fires? Just burn the whole thing.
Nope.
Does a fire work?
Theoretically, sure.
Well, start stepping on eggs.
Oh yeah.
So, do you actually leap down into the cavern?
Of course, we have to.
Yep, we don't really have a choice.
Okay. So you leap down, and as you do, you begin to feel this lake of pus slosh and shift, and it begins to part like Moses and the Red Sea, and you can see that underneath you is this massive insectoid creature dwelling in this lake of ichor. Looks something like a cross between an ant and the Sarlacc pit, as this huge gaping maw opens and tries to swallow you, lashing out with tongues or tentacles between its teeth. And with that, give me another initiative roll.
Oh shit! Here we go
Yes.
again.
By the way, please erase your damage. I am happy to say that your time in the illusion was probably enough for you guys to hit enough stamina rolls to heal up.
God damn.
I too got a 15.
I lied. I got the dex bonus of 16.
Dex changes.
I forgot I too got the dex bonus. I do have a 16.
Ah.
I have a 13 because I have no dex bonus.
Woo.
Wow, wow.
Well, Xavier.
Well, what's
I
your
have a
bonus?
17. No, just kidding. Yeah, it was 17 though? Yeah. Well, a 10.
Well, my bonus is only a +3.
Ah, I have a...
Okay, so 16
Seven
for
plus five
Leander,
total.
16 for Lucius, 13 for Gawain.
Yeah.
All right, and then how much for Elizabeth?
17.
17. Elizabeth, you're up first. As you sort of move to defend yourself from this horrible Sarlacc pit beneath you, you can hear a noise that sounds like picks biting into the dirt. And from these crevices on either side of the cavern comes these two spindly, something like a cross between a human and a spider, but not quite either. They're much more meatier than the scrags at the entrance were, but they have multiple limbs that seem to end in daggers and farmer's sickles and implements of torture, and they have these horrible bony protrusions that splay like spikes from them at all angles. They look at you with these cold, dark, beady eyes that seem to roil with rage and murder.
Can I throw a rock at them?
Whoa! Big boy plays right here. Throw a rock.
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming you mean the mythological bird and not a pebble, right?
Yes. I have one for the rock, the mythical bird, one for a stone.
Or just throw Dwayne Johnson at it and he'll fucking, like...
Yeah.
He'll fucking people's elbow them all.
Fucking people.
If you pick up a big rock, just go full Ajax versus Aeneas. Ancient Greek style. Shatter somebody's knee.
And then grab a baby by the ankles and splat it against the wall. Oh, wait, that was the Romans.
And the Spartans.
I feel like we did that in one of our games.
I don't remember that.
Up to a baby. There was that time Adam's monk just kicked an imp. Just fucking football punted it into the wall.
Which was the big bad of the entire chronicle. Anyway, Elizabeth, what are you going to do?
There's nothing I can throw to keep my distance.
Well, you are standing on a horrible monster at the moment. I would just like to point out.
And I was like, okay, let's see.
Also, everybody gain rage from going into combat.
Get the one I get back.
I'm getting angrier.
A people's elbow at that.
You're going to give it the people's elbow? Bro, your elbow's like, what, 3 inches?
But I'm in Kranos form.
Okay.
It's like
6 inches.
3 feet.
3 feet.
Okay, go give it the people's elbow, Adam. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Strength brawl. Fuck it. Of course, if you botch, you go directly into its mouth. So, just saying.
Botch.
That means you just get your people elbows, it's inside.
Yeah, I can beat him up from the inside. Fools. But I got 5 successes.
Okay, roll damage.
So many.
Trojans. That's why I love the Iliad. It's so brutal reading about ancient combat.
You got 5
Yeah, but fucking-
damage.
Achilles was full of shit.
Okay, 5 damage, so you leap up, you drop your elbow and drive it into the chitinous carapace that would otherwise make up the lips of this horrible creature, and you hear this sickening crunch as your weight falls down upon it. But it's got a lot more to give than that. Lucius Camillus Van Constantine, your go. Also, Adam, did you want to spend a rage?
Sure.
Spend that rage. It's rip and tear time, guys. Time to do it. If you got it, blow it.
And Tom, please pronounce his name correctly. It's Achilles.
No. No, because he shouldn't have won that fight.
I mean, look it. Sometimes the enemy gets a crit. You can't help it, and your favorite unit dies. You know this.
Yeah, and my favorite unit on there was Hector. Are you saying you want Hector to die?
I mean, not in Hector mode.
I'm going to assume you're talking about the Trojan war hero, Hector? No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He fought Achilles almost to a victory. But, you know, Achilles was full of shit and has like 3 gods on his side.
Yeah.
He had the fucking,
He had Zeus.
Oh, he had that fucking,
And Athena.
And Hera.
He had Embla Ward.
And Hephaestus.
Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna go rip into this little bastard, or big bastard, and spend some...
You got it.
Hector only had Apollo on his side.
Who didn't do shit.
Okay.
He was also, yeah, fucking... And, yeah...
He was just an OC.
He was a whiny little bitch before the battle, too.
I'm assuming this thing doesn't dodge?
No.
I mean, to be fair, Agamemnon just kind of went to his tent. He was like, "Congratulations, your stuff is mine." And he's like, "I don't even want to be here." It's been 10 fucking years. We haven't taken that fucking city. I think part of the reason why Achilles is such an overpowered character is because he likely comes from multiple traditions and is more than one hero cobbled into one character.
Okay. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. So you drive your claws down into this thing and begin just ripping up plates. And as you do it, they fly free with these sprays of this black viscous blood. And the tentacle tongue things just writhe in pain. And you barely have to duck down as they crack like whips above your head. Leander, as you take your turn, give me intelligence, primal urge, or I forget if occult is a thing in Werewolf.
Is it raining?
Possibly.
It might be. I don't think it's raining where I'm at, though.
My wife is low, maybe.
Yeah, I love Homeric titles. Swift-footed Achilles. Godlike Odysseus. Of course Odysseus was better, though. He was just straight up called godlike. Like Zeus in mind and tactics.
Also, fantastic with the bow.
How'd you do, Josh?
How did I do?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you need me to roll again?
Either intelligence primal urge or intelligence occult. Or you can use intelligence enigmas, whatever you want.
Intelligence occult. That is my specialty. 5 successes.
All right. So with
So
your
all people that
with your
the
special
winners-
with your specialty in the occult, you realize that this churning water spout, this thing that's producing all these bane eggs, is itself a spirit. It doesn't look like it has any particular defenses of its own, but that's probably what these guys are here for.
Okay. And is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna kind of ask the Liber Jovi if he's effective against that tornado thing over there.
Effective against damage?
I can inflict pain to it, certainly. But, a wormhole is not exactly something that's terribly threatened to crumple like glass. It might take quite a few shots for it to notice.
Or perhaps we open up a wormhole?
Can I speak to it?
Um,
I'm asking Liber Jovi if these things are rationable enough to deal with.
Perhaps, though I don't know what you'd hope to gain by talking to it. It is a worm spirit that seeks only to spread the worm. You would rationalize with this thing?
I suppose not.
Go further north.
I'd prefer to talk if possible, but if not, let's take out this ant first. Let's push it into the feet of the Cyclops.
I won't stop you if you want to talk to it, but I don't think you're going to convince a worm spirit of the error of its ways.
Make it feel bad about it.
Hey, did you know you're actually giving us progress?
You give us emotionally closure.
No, I'm just going to shoot lightning at the big ant lion thing instead.
Okay, so you're just going to funnel lightning directly down at your feet? Go for it.
Oh yeah, I'm basically going to do the
Shazam!
lightning down forth. I'm also going to spend 2 rage.
You got it.
Beautiful. 5 successes.
All right, so 5 successes as you just blast lightning straight down this thing's gullet. You can see the light from the strike just illuminate the innards of this thing. Its dark, fleshy walls of its esophagus light up, becoming nigh transparent and revealing the maze of misshapen organs behind it.
Nice.
All right, Gwaine, it's your turn.
Well, I guess I'll jump into the fray as well.
Lion Fang, grant me sight beyond sight.
Snarf. That. And
Actually, you know what? Yeah, can't you totally activate it?
Can I?
Yeah.
What's it do?
Further 2 automatic successes.
Ooh.
Does he have to spend a gnosis for that? Or
Yeah.
how does that work? Okay.
Oh, fuck it. I'll do it.
Yeah, you spend one gnosis and it's activated for the scene.
Just as it goes from a great sword to a bigger great sword.
Ah, yes, Bloodborne.
Oh, now you have Dragon Slayer.
Oh, the worm is a dragon. Okay, well, I'll send a gnosis to activate Lion's Fang.
All right, Lion's Fang crackles with spiritual energy as you focus your might into it.
And I'm going to spend... How many rage can I spend in one turn?
Equal to half your maximum.
Round it down?
Yeah.
Darn. All right, then I'll spend 2 rage.
You got it.
Oh, wait.
No, in that case, I could only spend 1 rage on my turn.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, I have 2 more rage from the last fights. Or the start of this fight, though I didn't spend the last one.
Yeah.
I have 3 rage points I'm spending then.
Go for it.
And I'm going to hit this thing.
Bring it down.
Thunderwolves!
And I'm going to spend a willpower.
I don't know if you can spend a willpower in combat.
Ah, darn. Oh, well. It was worth the try.
But you
I'm
think
sorry.
you can.
I wish.
Well, I didn't soak shit, so hit it really hard.
You can if it's like a difficult maneuver or something, but just like smacking them down.
All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 8 successes. Yay!
You'll need it.
All right, so that's that many dice plus 4 extra successes now.
Yep.
Bleh. Oh boy! Oh boy!
I was going to say, to our modern context, Zeus seems like an idiot, but he was able to finagle his way out of a lot of situations. Imagine staying married to one woman while she knows you have that many
14.
side chicks.
14 damage?
Yes.
Okay, you bring Lion's Fang up. It crackles with the lightning of Gaia as you stab it down into this thing. There's a horrific screech that shakes the entire cavern as bolts fly off in all directions, and this thing's entire being is lit up like an electric eel, and then eventually it just screeches one final time. Its whipping, cracking tongue tentacles fall silent by its sides, and smoke just rises from its thick gullet as it begins to melt and merge with the pool of pus. So,
Wait, so that wasn't the big bad?
Well,
1 out of 4.
Okay.
problem with our alert box, I had it hidden, so I apologize to whoever just did what. I think that's a follow, but thank you for following. All right. So the horrible spider-like things clinging to the walls are going to leap down. And the first one is going for Gwaine. Ooh, 10, 10, 10, 10, 8, 8, 7, 6.
ooh, fuck, you better dodge some of this, buddy.
Well, I have rage actions.
All right, give me a dodge roll.
Okay, that's Dex Athletics, right?
Yes.
That's not as good as me hitting, fortunately. That's 4 successes.
All right, so that's going to
Well-
lower me down to 4.
Well, I mean, Tom, you can just counter. But I don't know if you can beat that one.
Oh, can I? What's counter?
That's you making the attack roll against their. But that's a hard one.
Well,
Do it.
fuck it.
Okay, then you're going to give me a dex melee instead and try to beat 8 successes.
You got this.
Okay, I have specialties. Let's hope you come through. 8 successes, you said.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'd like to use a double cross rule and give Tom one of my dice.
Forgot about that.
That was double cross where you could do that, right?
Is that how that works?
I don't remember that.
Or no, I might be thinking of a
1,
X crawl
2.
where we could give points to each other.
Yeah.
No, I only got 6 successes.
Wah, wah.
All right, good night, Thoth. You have a good one, buddy. Thanks for showing up.
Good night, Gawain.
Go spread your mystic knowledge and dreams.
All right, buddy. Roll to soak.
Be gone, Thoth.
Oh man, if I soak nothing, I die. If I
Well-
soak 1, I die.
Willpower.
I can't spend willpower at him in
Uh,
combat. We just discussed this.
If you remember, I told you guys to just heal at the beginning of this, so you should be
No.
at full health.
Yeah, I know. 8 would still kill me. 7 would still kill me.
I only rolled
Yeah.
6 successes for damage. Actually, I'm sorry, 7. So,
You have to soak at least one.
I have to soak at least 1. Oh man, let's see. Can I get the no success? Can I botch this? That'd be funny.
well, you still have your haha, I'm not dead frenzy roll, so you're not quite in mortal danger yet.
Yeah. Well, I only got 3 successes.
Mad Doge Productions, thank you very much for following. If you're lucky, you had to sign up for Twitch on YouTube most of the time as you run your own channel over there. Yeah, we used to mostly do YouTube, but streaming just works better with our the way things are right now. How many successes, Tom?
3.
Okay. So
Wait,
in-
how much does my armor give again?
I don't know how much you got. I think you got a class 3
I think.
armor.
I believe that's 3 soak dice, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. Because no, class 5 is 6.
Alright, then I got no additional successes.
Okay, so this spider-like creature, its limbs ending in all manner of murder and pain, leaps down upon you and frenziedly digs just every appendage it's got into your chest before leaping off and landing behind you. It's going to do 4 lethal damage to you. All right, Lucius, the other one's going to come towards you. As it leaps down and strikes and does
also counter.
dick.
Aha!
Because of course it does.
It's one of those things, so it crawls up to the ceiling of the cavern trying to get a vantage. Let's go, leaps down. And Lucius just calmly takes 1 step back and winds up. Give me the counter roll.
Because of course it does. How often does this happen? Where I'll get hit by like 19 damage. And the next one is like, awfully.
How'd you do?
Every one of them was a success.
Give me the damage.
Okay, well, I'm just going to roll these, and then I'll have to re-roll a couple. I'm going to have to re-roll all of them.
I like to imagine this you taking a step back and just pimp slapping it.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
All right, well, I did soak 5. So Lucius just kind of winds up, brings his claw around. There's a slash and a spray of muck as this thing is just thrown to the far wall. All right, in which case Lucius, actually, no, it was Elizabeth. Right? Am I crazy? No,
Yeah.
Elizabeth went first. How many rage did you spend?
1 now.
All right, first rage action, go.
Is it possible to pull the creature out of the pit? Or is that too much to ask?
There is the pit monster is dead right now. It's just the 2 Psychomachiae sort of in one direction.
One Direction of bad. I hate them.
Good. Take out your rage.
Yeah. Dig them out. Where do Harry Styles go?
This is my favorite.
God damn it.
Just
No,
grab
no.
the monster to split it down the middle.
I would do that. Hit one of them.
Go for it. Do you want the weakened one or do you want the stronger one that hit Gwaine?
The weaker one for now.
Go for it.
You got 2 successes.
All right, strength +2 +1, so strength +3.
For
4. I didn't soak shit, so you're able to basically almost rend this thing in half with the damage that Lucius did, and it's almost holding itself to its own body. Lucius, your first rage action, please.
Oh, I already did that.
Oh, the counter? Okay. Did you have another one?
No, I can only spend 1.
Okay. Leander, your first rage action, please.
So there's a weakened one and there's a stronger one on Gwaine.
Yeah.
I'll attack the stronger one on Gwaine.
You got it. Is a Libriovi bolt?
Yep. 4 successes.
4 successes. Right in the chest. It screams in pain as this smoke starts pouring from underneath its bony protrusions. Gwaine, your first rage action, please.
Well, I guess I have no choice but to retaliate.
Bring it down, my dude.
With hopefully more
Murder.
Mermaider.
Mermaider starts playing. Track changes.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 as usual. So
So
Them,
4 automatic, right? How long does the
Yeah.
activation for Lion's Fang last? Is it like a scene?
The scene.
Okay.
So, and damage. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10 damage.
Is that counting the unsoakable?
The automatic, yes.
Okay.
It's all unsoakable. It's all ag.
All right, so you bring down the empowered Lion's Fang on this thing. You end up slicing off a couple of its hideously ended arms as it buries deep into the side of what would be its ribs. Leander, do you have another rage action?
No, I can only spend 1.
Elizabeth, do you have another rage?
Nope.
All right, Gawain, you had a second one, right?
I had 3.
All right, give me your second one then.
I'm gonna fucking kill this goddamn thing.
Fucking kill this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You're just
That's
like,
a lot.
Father!
That's a lot worse. 5 plus. Oh, that's 5, so 4 plus. Doo-doo-doo. And yeah. I've been forgetting 1 fucking die for strength this whole time.
Oh, from the Eagle Spirit?
Yeah. That's another 9 damage.
9 damage. You bring down Lion's Fang again, this thing completely explodes underneath it.
There's 1 left.
1 left that's just barely holding on. Give it your last rage action, Gawain.
Hoo-wah.
You just throw the sword like a javelin at it.
No, I
Throw
shoot
it
a
like an
laser
axe.
beam out of it, of pure anger, of pure rage.
So when are we going to be part of the Red Lantern Corps?
Okay.
Or too extreme for them.
2, 3, 4, 6.
The Red Lantern Corps
9.
thinks we need to chill out a little bit.
The Trust is just like, yo, fuck that.
Well, that's 10 successes
Oh, damn.
To hit,
to hit.
let's see how good this thing blows up.
It's gonna blow up so good, girl. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So is Henry just kind of sitting on a stump outside the castle right now?
Yeah, Henry can't do Umbra things with you guys. He's not that cool.
All right, Henry, we're going to take the fight to the worm now. You stay here and, I
13
don't know,
or
give
13
me some bread or
damage.
something.
13. All right, Gaia's lightning cracks off the blade. It separates the pus at your feet as you bring it around and basically cleave this thing into the wall, burying a divot into the stone a good 3 feet deep. All right, so as I said before, this wormhole, this water spout, really can't defend itself. So you can just kind of narratively tell me how you want to deal with this, and
Stick a finger in the wormhole.
We're just all just going to stomp on it, Dead Space style.
No, I was going to say like that, like in JoJo Part 5.
Yeah. There's a video. Elizabeth just drinking her tea, jumps in on it anyways.
Yeah. Like, he's an enemy stand. But it wasn't an enemy stand. My bad.
They just beat him.
Throw him in the water.
I was going to say we could just throw you the axe and just use 3 epically powerful fetishes to annihilate this thing.
Or we can stomp on it.
Yeah, we're going to stomp on it.
Yeah, we're all going to stomp on it.
all right.
Stomp it in the nuts.
So you stomp the water spout to death. And that explodes. It takes about an hour or 2 to stomp out all the eggs. And eventually all of the green worm sickness recedes from the cavern. And while this place might still be dirty and still desperately in need of cleansing,
That's not our job.
you've returned Gaia's spirit to this part of the Umbra.
Less disgusting.
Fast forward a little bit after you guys leave the cavern. Eilith, formerly of London, now of York, has her servants busily preparing carriages for you. Well, I thank you for what you've done for York, and I'm kind of upset that we missed it ourselves. Maybe Eagle had a reason for sending you this way.
Yeah.
Spirits work in mysterious ways.
Well, I'll do my best to help get you to the Silverfang Cairn, or at least as far as your protectors will allow us to go, but if you wish, there's always a place for you here in York. If you wish to do some real good and take the fight to the worm on a more permanent basis, this is where it breeds. A Garou could not ask for a better place. As disgusting as it is, this is where the front lines are drawn.
You introduce some Roman-level plumbing to this place and we'll come right back.
I appreciate the offer, but my nose burned.
People were burning their poop.
And throwing it at each other.
We'll have to
I don't think
politely...
people did it with human feces, but I know using cow dung for fuel is a real thing.
politely disagree.
But it has methane.
Our people need their leaders.
The pride of the Silverfangs. I might have expected as much, but in your case, I don't think it's unwarranted. Go with my blessing, and when you need help, you have a friend in York.
I can't wait for it to be a newer version.
You got a friend in me.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's Chapter 1 of Burden of Kings. When next we resume this chronicle, the pack will finally achieve the Silverfang Cairn, where their legacy and their promise will come to haunt them. Now, I have a quick announcement I want to make. So, you guys know how this works, and if you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on SoundCloud, don't click off yet. This concerns you. As I've said before, you guys know what we do at the end of every session. We vote for an XP, and the chat gets to pitch in, and it's cool. Well, like I said before, I don't always get a chance to respond to all of your comments, but I do read all of them. And I want to say maybe about a week ago, we had somebody cast an XP vote in the comments of a YouTube video. And originally this confused me because I was like, hey, I don't know how they expect this to work. And then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Why not? Just because people aren't able to make the stream doesn't mean we love them any less. We appreciate all of our viewers. I've been saying it for years. Let's make it so. So, I'm going to start awarding a second additional bonus XP. One for the vote in the typical Twitch chat with the chat votes, we vote, the way we used to do it, and a second one for comments left on the video and on our SoundCloud. Everybody wins. The viewers at home get to participate. We get that sweet video interaction. You guys get more XP. But you have...
Now, is this retroactive?
Richard, what if I abuse the system and make multiple accounts?
God damn it.
Is this... It's not retroactive. It is additional to. So you will get an XP. You will get a bonus XP if you win the vote here, and then you will get an additional bonus XP if you win the YouTube vote.
But going forward from this video, they can't go back and vote on other videos.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really good point. Please, this video forward. Yeah, I will ask if you vote in the Twitch chat, please don't vote in comments, just because that way everybody has a fair shot to have their say. But, Tom, as the winner of our first ever YouTube comment vote with one vote, you have won the first ever comment bonus XP. And I will allow you to decide if you want to apply that to Gawain or Orpheus.
I apply it to my changeling.
I did to himself.
All right.
4 XP.
Well, who was it for?
I believe it was for Orpheus, if memory serves.
Or then I will have to apply it to Orpheus to honor it.
Okay.
Orpheus sneezes somewhere.
So I award everyone 5 XP for this. Also, this is the end of a story, so recharge your willpower track.
Yay.
Ooh, how long can the comment voter vote for? That's a good good
Until
question.
the next video releases.
Yeah, I'm going to give it about a week. So usually I try to get these uploaded on Tuesday. You have until that next Tuesday to get your votes in, and I'll try and have them tallied before the stream. So yeah, 1 week from the date of publication. All right. Who votes?
I
I gotta give it to Gawain for being a bamf with a sword.
1 vote for Gawain for being a bamf with the sword. 1 vote for X. Why? Now, the reason I enforce the reason is because it's just like a nice little extra good job, Hugh. It makes people feel good, and we're trying to build some fucking positivity here, people. 2 votes for
I'll give it
Gawain.
to Adam for not running away.
I will also vote for Adam for not being a fucking bitch for once.
Ooh, going for the kill. I am curious and perfect
But I'm
where
still-
you decided. Like, why me? I didn't do a whole.
3 votes for Gawain. Adam, where's your vote going?
Vote for
Yourself.
no for Leander for talking shit about Dad, talking shit to Dad, pretty much. Yeah. So who's boss? I can be a nerd too.
All right, so right now Gawain is leading the vote with 3 votes. I will give it a couple more minutes for any other votes to come in the meantime, you guys know the spiel. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is you do on the media that you're following us on. Check out our social media. It's the best way to know what we're streaming and when. And if you really, really like us, there's a Patreon. We'll shout you out on stream. It helps us do stuff like pay for our SoundCloud, get books, and stuff like that. Super cool. Upgrade equipment. We appreciate it. In the meantime, a 4th vote for Gawain. Why for Gawain? In the meantime, while I'm waiting for more votes to come in, do you guys have any question about the Chronicle we just played? Anything that wasn't clear?
Yeah, what happened to the cat girl?
So I actually thought about that, and I just kind of had her napping in the saddlebags for a while, which we might do, or I'll give her character the agency to come up with something when she comes back. But honestly, it sounds a lot like a fairy cat to fuck off at the last minute when you need her most.
Oh, that's right. Fairies. Ah!
Changeling?
No, Adam, that is 6th on the list. We'll get to it in 2022.
Is it really 6th on the list? You guys seem to like it a lot. I like it a lot.
I mean, I like it a lot. We're already playing it as a home game, so we have other things to play on the stream before we get.
That's fair, I suppose.
But they haven't seen my
I'm glad
Molly
that
drug dealer.
I'm glad they haven't seen it.
I'm glad the NRL finds my commentary funny. At least one person does.
Tom, I find you quite amusing, I will have you know.
You entertain me.
All right, I'm not seeing any more votes come in, so I'm going to call the vote in favor of Gawain. Tom, you get the bonus XP.
How much XP did I get? Or did we get?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You got 6 total. The rest of us got 5.
All right, now remember, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on SoundCloud, your favorite one of us is depending on you. So you got to cast that vote and got to give us the reason why. Next week, we're going to continue with The Sacrifice for Vampire. And the week after that, well, I won't tell you what we'll be streaming, but it may or may not rhyme with Fiber Monk Bed. It's Fatal. We're streaming Fatal.
Gasp.
They are?
I'm a riddle wrapped in an enigma wrapped in a.
No, Adam, we're not streaming goddamn Fatal.
That's not right at all,
No.
God. Wait a minute, that didn't right.
Well,
You sir had.
Well, it's been promised. We're doing Fatal now.
Now, the week after, or I guess the week after next, we will be taking a dive into the new Cyberpunk Red box set that just jumped out. Now, if you've been following us for any length of time, you know that my dudes disdain pre-generated characters. And the only thing that comes in that box set is pre-generated characters. So, we're actually I'm gonna let them use Cyberpunk 2020 and build their own guys.
We're all just gonna build different versions of Keanu, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be
Yeah, we're gonna have Neo. We're gonna have
Dibs on John Wick.
we're gonna have John Wick. We're gonna have Keanu Reeves from Always Be My Maybe.
Adam has not made his character yet, but you know what?
Adam, it's so simple. I think you can do it.
The interlock system that Cyberpunk uses really is that easy.
I was going to say, go ahead.
Like, it looks kind of scary if you just look at the sheet, like it looks like a fucking bingo card. But, no, it's actually not terribly difficult at all. And the rules are just D10 plus stat plus skill.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll be Theodore Logan of the Wild Stallions.
Well, are you going to be the older version of him now?
Well, yeah, I have to be now.
And Adam will be Keanu Reeves' character in Toy Story.
The Canadian.
I forgot he was in that movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, everyone.
Good night, guys. We love you. Have a great night or morning or whatever lies ahead.
Goodbye.
You can't be speed, John Wick?
And never forget, whoa.
Yeah.